1.5 billion people. That is the amount of people who tuned in to watch the 2022 World Cup final between France and Argentina. The most viewed, followed, and played sport in the entire world has a very specific influence on the people of Mexico. Can you fathom that? Comprehending the impact that soccer has had not only around the world, but specifically in Mexico is crucial to understanding the lifestyle of millions of people in Mexico. Having personally attended several soccer games in Mexico, the intensity that is present in those soccer stadiums is unlike anything you'll experience elsewhere. Follow along to delve into the lives of millions of Mexican soccer enthusiasts and understand how a simple ball and net has revolutionized an entire culture. Soccer, or as it's known in Mexico, fútbol, has roots that extend a long way back. It was first introduced in Mexico during the late 19th century. According to Powell, soccer was first introduced to the Mexican people by English miners. In 1901, the first Mexican team was created and was named CF Pachuca, a team which still remains in the first division of Mexican soccer up to this day. In Mexico, soccer is not a simple sport, but a lifestyle. Soccer is intertwined with the daily life of Mexican society. Mexican soccer fans live the sport with a plethora of different emotions and an unmatched intensity. It has the power to bring people together from a variety of different ethnicities and backgrounds, and makes families out of them. If you were to go to a Mexican soccer stadium, you would be able to witness how the entire stadium comes alive with loud chants and colorful banners. Although this sport harvests feelings of happiness and ecstasy, it can also lead to terrible things. An example of this were the terrible events that happened on March 5th, 2022. During a regular league game, a riot broke out between the fan bases of Liga MX teams Atlas and Querétaro. According to the LA Times staff, 17 people died that day and up to 26 were hospitalized. This is a very sad moment in Mexican soccer culture, but it comes to show the level of intensity and passion that comes with the sport. Another example of how devoted Mexican fans are to soccer was the election of Mexican soccer legend Cuauhtémoc Blanco as the governor of the state of Morelos. According to Latin US, after running for election with no previous experience in politics, Blanco beat his closest competitor by a considerable margin. This only goes to prove the true influence soccer can have on the rest of society. Other than the amount of trophies, the Mexican national team, along with the local league teams, have managed to unify families and friends, meanwhile enabling people with a sense of pride and different ranges of emotions such as ecstasy, grief, pride, and even anger at times. The Mexican soccer culture boasts a very rich history and even a more passionate fan base. The Mexican national team, which is also known as El Tri, has very outstanding accomplishments, one of which is consistently qualifying to World Cups. According to Wood, Mexico has qualified for the FIFA World Cup 17 times, including in the last one in 2022, more often than any other football team and football powers such as England and France. They are also very competitive in certain tournaments such as the CONCACAF Cup and the Gold Cup. Ultimately, the impact that soccer has had on Mexican culture is unmatched. Its history and accomplishments and fans has allowed soccer to indulge itself into the lives of millions of Mexicans. The passion and intensity found in this culture will do nothing but leave you in awe. I would even say that some Mexicans would not only die for soccer, but would live for it as well.